This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and I will be glad in it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Preacher Moto Man. My name is Jeff, and I'm glad to have you with me today. I did ultimately decide to put the Moto in there in the name because if you search for me on YouTube with Preacher Man, you may never find it. What you will find is 3,000 versions of the Son of a Preacher Man music videos. But if you search Preacher Moto Man, boom, there I am, even without it being in my name. So we're going to go with Preacher Moto Man and have a lot of fun. So what's the deal? What's the deal with the red on the Harley Davidson motorcycle? I got to tell you that there wasn't ever a time before I started watching YouTube that I looked at a motorcycle that had red reflectors and red lights on it and went, well, that looks silly. It was just always the norm. Bikes came with red lights. Then I began watching influencers on YouTube, people like Traveling Tall, Ryan Erlacher, Cycle Fanatics, John at Cycle Fanatics, Sandy Holy Shift, John Maxwell, and others. And I started hearing things like, these red lights look silly. They're stupid. They're, and then I began to think, well, maybe I should do something with my bike. And so I've been influenced by influencers. So I started doing some upgrades to the bike. And when I decided to upgrade the lighting on the bike, I decided to go with smoked lenses. So I started off with filler light, and there they are. And then I decided to go with the low profile bag lights, which are right there, that are smoked lens. But the thing is, when you put the juice to them, guess what? They're red. So what do you think? Okay, another example is the orange reflectors on the forks. John from Cycle Fanatics, I love John's videos. I'm a subscriber of Cycle Fanatics. He referred to the lights, the orange lights on the forks, as silly. Here we go. Got this beautiful black bike, and there are these orange reflectors, which are really not even that noticeable. I don't think they just jump out at. They don't just jump out at you. But Traveling Tall replaced those with custom dynamic lights that mount on the side of the fork. But most all these guys are taking these off of their bikes. So I probably will take them off of my bike too, because I've been influenced. So what do you think? What do you think? So now, just put it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me, hey, Jeff, I think the orange lights are silly, and you know what, you should get rid of them and get smoked lights and all of that stuff. But I'm still working on it, and now I'm about to do an upgrade that, if it works, really cheap. I bought some smoked reflectors to go in the saddlebag latches, and I went cheap, Amazon. These were $6.99. I'm going to add them. I'll show you what they look like after the fact. Then my next upgrade on the back, well, I'm going to get rid of these silly red reflectors here. They're going to go away, and I'm going to replace this. Now the truth is, this light's really not bright enough, and an LED would be much brighter, and it is kind of ugly the way it sticks out. And but here's the dilemma. This light right here, Pro Beam, Custom Dynamics Pro Beam, low profile light, is $179. Now I did some searching on Amazon today, And I just forgot the name of that light that I found, but it's on Amazon. And honest to goodness, it's a low profile smoked lens LED light for my bike for $23. Now here's the thing. There were no reviews. I don't know if it's new. There were 0 reviews on this light. I can't remember the brand, but I went and looked for other items that this company had made, and I found them, and everything had 4.5 stars. So I really do want the custom dynamics. I really do, because I want the light pattern to match the light pattern in the Custom Dynamics Pro Beam tail light matches the light pattern in my filler lights. So it would look like they came together. But $179 versus $23, what do you think I should do? I mean, seriously. I'm going to put the name of that company on this video. I'm going to go look it back up when I finish doing the shooting. But I definitely want to make this the next thing that I do, okay? Then, Custom Dynamics does make these lights. I haven't looked to see how much they are. I'm sure they're really expensive, but these may be available by another company as well. And then this light, Custom Dynamics doesn't make this light. Harley Davidson makes a smoke lens light that goes right here, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and it has the Harley logo right in the middle. And man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But it's $350. $350. There again, I went to Amazon and I found some on Amazon that got really good reviews. I mean, 4.5 stars on Amazon, got really good reviews for $100. I think I saw one that was less than $100. And so here's my dilemma. I want to update the bike. I want to make everything on the back of my bike match. I want Custom Dynamics. I want the Pro Beam Custom Dynamics. But, you know, $179 versus $23. You would almost think, you know, here's my logic. My logic is it would be worth trying the $23 one, even if I didn't like it and I didn't send it back, just to find out. $23. And Amazon has a great return policy, so I could send it back for $23. But seriously, maybe you've tried the name brand that I showed you. Maybe you've tried that. Maybe you're going to say, no, Jeff, oh no, whoa, don't do that. But it's really something else. And so I'd really like to know what you think. But I love this bike, and I do want to update it. I do want to make everything match on it, and it may be that I should stick with Custom Dynamics and just do one, and then wait a while. That's what I did with the filler lights. I did the filler lights because they weren't cheap. They were over $200. I did the filler lights, and then I did the low profile bag lights. And so I put some time in between them, so it wasn't as difficult. And sometimes I just wait till I have a birthday or Father's Day or Christmas or something like that, and I get my wife, I get the preacher lady, I get her and my kids they want to give me a gift to pool all their money together and let me buy something for the bike. So it may be worth waiting for. Did you notice that when I was prying this first reflector off that I scratched my bike? And the whole time I was about to do that, I kept thinking, don't do this, Jeff. Don't do this. You're going to scratch your bike. You're going to scratch your bike. Don't do it, Jeff. You're going to scratch your bike. And lo and behold, I scratched the bike. But I have repaired that scratch, at least temporarily, at least, if not permanently. I have repaired that scratch, and now I've learned something new about my vivid black bike and little spots. So I went to the shop and I thought, okay, I knew I had where am I at? I knew I had some of this stuff, touch-up paint. So then I thought about taping everything off and just hitting it with a quick mist of this. And then I had a thought. This is what I used. I used a permanent marker Sharpie. And now there's still some goo on my fork. I thought I would have swore, I would have bet you everything I owned. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I don't do that. But I would have bet you that I had goo gone in my shop. I didn't go get it before I started the project because I knew that once I needed it, I could just go in there and get it. No goo gone. So I got to go to the store and get some goo gone and clean up my forks. Now the other side, the left side, the low side, I was a little bit more patient, and I heated it up real good, and I just pulled the whole thing off with my fingers. I never had to use anything else. Now see, everyone's had their own way of doing things. And I tried the zip tie because I saw a guy using a zip tie, and I had zip ties. That didn't work. For all kind of reasons, that didn't work. And then fishing line is recommended, and I can see how fishing line would do it, but I don't have any fishing line. Dental floss, someone said, but I don't have dental floss. I used the little dental floss sticks with just a little short thing on them, and so no dental floss. And so, but anyway, I did get it touched up. If you saw the scratch earlier, you're not seeing it now. You may be seeing little places where paper towel or something stuck to it when I tried to wipe it because it's got some sticky on it. But there we go. And I'll take you around. That noise you hear is my stool rolling. And this side came off much easier because I was much more patient. And so the whole thing, was, first of all, I've been influenced by influencers, and I love these guys. I love watching them on YouTube. Traveling Tall, Cycle Fanatics, Holy Shift, Ryan Erlacher, Wood Jr., a new one that I've just found. His videos are really long, but he's a happy guy, and I like watching him. And several others that I watch. And one day I'm just going to go down the list and tell you who I watch on YouTube. But the thing is that I was influenced by them because I never had really thought about if the reflectors are ugly, if they're silly, whatever. And so I've been influenced, and I guess I'm gonna eventually change everything out. Now, I'm really glad that I was heating up the reflector inside the saddlebag latch, getting ready to pull it out when I thought, I haven't held one of those new reflectors up to this. Let's just make sure it's right. And I reached up and I got it and I put it down there, and it was that much too short. Boy, I'm sure glad I checked that before I took that reflector out. Then, when I went to take the fork reflectors off and using a little tiny screwdriver, trying to use a rag to keep it from scratching anything. It didn't work. I made a little boo-boo and I scratched my bike a little bit. All is well. I got that touched up. No one but me and you will ever know that was there. And so bike looks great. I gave it a little bit of a spit shine today. The bike looks great. and I want to go for a ride. I'm looking at the skies, and they're looking a little cloudy, so I got to check out the weather app. But it's probably, oh gee, what is it? It's probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was going to look at my watch, but it's dead. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 3:30. Wife's gone to Pensacola, do some shopping with our daughter. Adam, my special needs son, is at my daughter's house, staying with his nephews. I'm here all by myself. I got to go find something to do. But listen, I'm so glad you came and you spent some time with me today. Don't forget that Jesus said the thief only comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. He said, but I've come that they might have life, that you may have life, and that you may have it more abundantly. I want to encourage you to choose life. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, give me a thumbs up, make a comment, share. Bye.